Good, Dr. Malavi, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and pull my screen share up. And tonight, guys, we'll adjust a little bit of the presentation because I know that tonight we have a lot of medical professionals, with a lot of physicians on the line tonight, as well as folks that are in the medical industry. So we'll speed through some of the things that may not be as relevant to tonight's conversation. But I got to start here with what Bill Gates said, because I think it ties right into what Dr. Sasha shared. And the secret of success in business is in detecting where the world will go and then getting there first. And there's no shadow of a doubt that self-care, the ability to monitor your body's vital signs, the biometrics that are taking place within the body, and be able to deliver that information in real time to anybody, family members, physicians, health coaches, whatever it is. We got to have access to that data is huge. And the days of folks going to the doctor every 3 months and having their vital signs measured every 3 months in a 30-minute doctor visit are really being replaced by this ability to monitor and have access to that information on a continuous basis throughout the day. So I remember, just to kind of, we'll talk very quickly just about the business side of this conversation, because this is what caught my attention. From a business perspective, my friend Chad, and I got to tell you guys, my friend Chad him and his wife Tita, they're making $750,000 a month right now with this business project. And they don't have a medical background. Has not even been their focus with this device. But because wearable technology is such a mainstream emerging trend, with very simple products like Fitbit and that type of thing, when we went to market with this product in Asia about a year ago, and in North America about 6 months ago, it started to actually go very viral. Even just person-to-person, word-of-mouth sharing, people wanted this device, and they've been able to build an incredible income as a result of that. And he asked me this question this summer when I was looking into this company. He said, Jeremy, if you knew that by the year 2020, there would be an emerging technology market worth $34 billion in revenue, and if you could have the #1 technology product in that entire revenue space, would you want to know more about that? And that really caught my attention. I thought, man, a $34 billion market over the next 3 years, that's a very aggressive market growth. And I knew that technology and wearable technology was definitely an emerging market. And so that really is what opened up my mind. I wasn't interested at that time. I really had gotten out of the network marketing industry. I felt like the industry was becoming very saturated, very congested. It was like trying to go fast in the middle of rush hour traffic. It was like hearing the same thing with, from different angles over and over and over again. And I was burned out on that. And so when I saw this product we're going to talk about tonight, I realized this is fresh. This is different. Now, before we dive into the presentation tonight in detail, I want to make sure that we just give this income disclosure notice. And the reason is this is being recorded tonight. There'll be folks that are watching this, and basically we'll play this again later on, and we'll actually play this out loud. But what this says, guys, is that success in this business is dependent upon a person's skills, their work effort, their commitment, their leadership capabilities, and the market conditions. And common sense suggests that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income for your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at worldgn.com. And so there's folks that are going to make a ton of money with this opportunity, to the tune of millions of dollars a year potentially. It's already happening. And there's other folks that actually may make no money at all, again, depending on that. We have to say that because a lot of folks are looking, into the whole get rich quick type mentality, and we want to really separate ourselves from that pack. So Forbes magazine says that wearable technology will actually be a $34 billion market by 2020. And I've seen the trend happening. I've been in all over the world this year, and in airports and in malls and stores from the U.S. to Dubai to Thailand to the Philippines. We are seeing wearable technology hitting the mainstream marketplace. And we really believe that the next breakthrough in self-care, the ability to really monitor your body is going to be wearable technology. And we believe that integrated with the right platforms can also be the next wave of healthcare. Being able to provide real life, real time, biometrics and that data to physicians and those that are concerned. Our company has a lot of history to it in the technology space as a whole. 1994, our CEO founded the second largest internet service provider in Italy and the fifth largest in Europe. In 2002, they introduced one of the first touch screen LCD PCs. 2005, we had another huge breakthrough with voice over VoIP, voice over IP platforms. We actually had a mobile phone that went viral in certain parts of the world that didn't have good cell phone services. We were able to help them make international long distance calls for free through the internet. Now, of course, that's a technology today we're using right now. Same technology Skype uses, WhatsApp uses, Facebook Live uses. But in 2005, it was again, it was a frontline concept. In 2011, we founded this company, World Global Network. And in 2016, last year, we launched into the wearable technology space. Tons of credibility behind our company, our CEO, especially within the network marketing industry. Out of 5,000 plus companies, we're ranked number 77. We've also been ranked in the top 100 momentum companies, in fact, number 5. And this is in just a very short amount of time. So some really good things behind our company. We are a publicly listed company as well. Our symbols on the NASDAQ are WRMT. We're seeing tremendous growth in our stock. January of 2016, our stocks were under 10 cents a share. You can see here that we're between $10 and $20 a share right now. And we believe that with some of the great announcements we're making this year, we're going to really see that go through the roof as well. We have a very clear goal, and not just a goal, but we have a plan that we'll talk about tonight. And that is to become a $2 billion company by 2020. And what that means for you and I is the company divides 50% of its revenue and puts it back into the marketing teams. And so by you and I participating in the expansion of this product, we have an opportunity to really participate in a very big pool of revenue. And I'm going to share some numbers with you tonight that I think are going to get you excited about how we're going to get to this $2 billion mark in the next 3 years. We are a global opportunity. What that means is that we're able to do business in 195 countries. We're able to ship our product. We're able to start businesses there where you could expand a marketing team into 195 different countries. And we actually just launched in North America. I know many of you tonight are joining us here in North America, probably the U.S. In late September, early October, we launched North America. So we're literally 6 months in, and we're breaking records right now, massive records. And we've got some incredible momentum, and I'll share more details with you as we move on. We've got some great relationships in place. Toshiba actually produces the nano chip, the processor that's in our device. We just launched the new second version of our device. It gathers 3 times more data per second than the first version that we launched in October. So we're very excited about our relationship with Toshiba. Quality Manufacturers, one of the largest electronic manufacturers in the world. We have the ability to produce 2 million units every single month with our relationship with Quality. So we're definitely positioned for some incredible growth. And this is the device. This is the Hilo LX, the new version of the device, version 2.0. And you can see here it's a good-looking device. People love to wear it. You can actually change the colored bands, which is neat. So you don't just have to pick what color you want, but you can change the colors. And believe it or not, that's a big thing for people. They love the fact that they can swap colors out from day to day. But the features of this device and where we are now, and then we'll talk about where we're going as well, is like nothing we've ever seen. It's truly a game changer in healthcare. Right now, the device allows you to monitor your blood pressure trends, your heart rate. You actually can perform an ECG, EKG, and of course, it requires you to put your finger on the plate. You have to have that point of connection, start and finish, so it can measure the electricity, but it performs an ECG, EKG as well. Sleep quality. How many hours of sleep you had a night, how many times you woke up during the night. It even tells you how much deep sleep you had versus light sleep. Monitors your breath rate. Actually will monitor your emotions and your fatigue levels, your energy levels. Of course, like many devices in the market today, it will also count your steps during the day and the calories that you've burned. And it's pretty impressive device. I'll share a quick story with you guys. I got a chance to really see the benefit of this back in late November. And I was going to see my doctor. Every 6 months, I go in for blood work. And I was going to see my doctor. And I laugh about it now because I actually, I was working with Dr. Malavi and working with Ken and Tara in the medical space. And I've always been, for whatever reason, and I found out on this doctor's visit, there's such a thing called white coat syndrome. But I've always gotten really nervous around doctor's offices. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I think maybe it was from the dentist or something, right? I don't know what it is, but I get really nervous in doctor's offices. And this particular day, I was sitting in the waiting room, and I could really feel it. I mean, my heart was beating faster. I was starting to sweat a little bit, and I was nervous. And so I go into the nurse's room, and she measures my vital signs, my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was high. It was 149/99. Well, at that point, I had my helo on me, and I said, well, I'm really curious what my helo is going to say. So I ran my helo measurement, and sure enough, almost the exact same measurement, the helo on my smartphone showed a 147/97. And I said, man, my blood pressure really is high. And so, the doctor came in and we went through the blood work. And at the end, he said, Jeremy, we really have to talk about your blood pressure. He said, it's high, it's higher than normal, and we need to talk about it. And this was a really neat experience for me. And I was able to show my doctor the helo. And he was familiar with PPG technology, where you're able to use infrared light to combine with algorithms to be able to calculate these measurements. And I showed him my blood pressure. I said, look, my device, it agrees with you. I ran my test, and it's showing 147/97. I said, Doc, right now my blood pressure is high. But I was able to show him. I said, Doc, let me show you 6:30 a.m. this morning. Let me show you 8:30 a.m. this morning. And I actually have my device set to run every 2 hours. You can have it run every 15 minutes to 2 hours automatically during the day. So I was able to pull up the day before that. I was able to show him a whole week of my blood pressure measurements, and a very good, healthy blood pressure on a daily basis. And this particular moment, my blood pressure was high. And that's what my doctor told me about this real thing called white coat syndrome. He says some people just get nervous around doctors. And he said, well, we're not going to put you on medication. Let's just keep an eye on that. Well, here's what hit me, guys. When I walked out, I got in my car, what hit me was how many people in that situation would have walked out of that visit with a prescription to high blood pressure medication. And to nobody's fault, right? Based upon the data that was gathered in that 30-minute doctor visit, I had high blood pressure, and the right diagnosis would have been maybe to put me on high blood pressure medication. But because I was able to show my doctor a broader scope of my biodata and show him my blood pressure on a daily basis, on a continuous basis, we were able to make a better assessment of my situation. One of the neat things, features that we're launching at the end of May after our convention, is a feature called LifeLog. LifeLog is actually a cloud-based system that automatically will upload these measurements, and a person can actually submit those reports. So they could download it, or they could email their doctor, or they could print it out and come in and actually show their doctor, here's my vital signs, and you can actually get a lifetime record of those reports if you want to. And it's very powerful to have access to that type of information and be able to see a broader scope of some important potential measurements there. So some great features that we have right now on the device. Now here's where it really gets exciting. A couple of features that I think are my favorite. This is called the Guardian function. And this is what really has set us apart. Obviously, there's no other device out there that does what we do with the blood pressure, the EKG, that type of thing. But this really is a game changer. You can actually monitor your loved ones from your remote. One of the reasons that we're growing so fast right now as a company is people love the idea that their mom could wear this device. They could be in another city, another state, or on the other side of the world, and you can take out your smartphone, your app, and actually check in and see how mom's doing. You can see how did mom sleep last night? How's her rest? What's her energy levels? What's her mood? What's her blood pressure? What's her heart rate? And just be able to really keep an eye on your loved ones remotely. And this is a powerful feature. But it also has an emergency notification system as well. If your loved one's vital signs ever go into a danger zone, and by the way, you can set those parameters as well. We have standard parameters of what would be considered high or low, but you can go in and manually set those parameters as well and say, you know, if mom's blood pressure ever drops below this amount or goes above this amount or whatever it is, you'll get an emergency text message. It'll actually have the GPS location of where your mom is when that last measurement was read, and you can make sure that she's okay, you know. And if you call mom doesn't answer, you can call 911 and say, here's the address. I don't know what's wrong, but you can call for help. So this is a great peace of mind for people that are wanting to just keep an eye on their loved one's overall well-being. It's called the Guardian function. We also have an emergency panic button. I love this. My daughter's 17 years old, and you know, of course, she's working and she's going out on the weekend with her friends, and it's just a great peace of mind for both of us to know that if she's ever in an emergency, she just double taps that button. I get a text message. Her mom gets a text message. Her Mimi, her grandma gets a text message with the GPS location, so we can actually see where she is in that moment. And it's incredible. Now, right now in the version that we have, I will tell you that the GPS notification is actually coming from the phone. So the smartphone would have to be in the vicinity and it activates through the phone. But I will tell you that the versions that we're coming out with, and we've been able to take a look at version 3 and version 4 of where the company's going and what they're designing. But the ultimate goal of this device is to actually have its own SIM card in it, have its own internet protocol connection, where you'll be able to literally have a 24-hour connection to the internet right from your wearable device. And so we're moving forward. You know, we have some very, very progressive things in development, even for future versions of the device. But either way, guys, this is just powerful to know that you're one click of a button away from being able to send out an emergency text if your loved ones are ever in an emergency. We also have added, and this is an interesting scenario. I can share this on this webinar because we're dealing with health professionals. But our CEO, Fabio Galdi, was dealing with some severe blood circulation issues in his life years ago, very severe. He's type 1 diabetic, and these blood circulation issues were affecting his life, direct issues that he was dealing with on a daily basis. And he had gone to doctors and, of course, you know, tried different things, but nothing was seeming to work the way we hoped it would. He was actually I believe he was in Singapore, and there was a health store there, and he was visiting and browsing, and the lady showed him a germanium bracelet, and they actually put his hand under a microscope that shows you your blood circulation. She had him put the device on because he had gone in asking, are there any herbs or things that can help with circulation? And they showed him, and he watched within a matter of a few minutes of this germanium, which is number 32 on the periodic table of elements. It's a naturally occurring semiconductor. His blood circulation started dramatically increasing. So he bought the bracelet for $600 and started wearing it. 3 weeks later, the tangible symptoms that he was experiencing on a daily basis in his life were gone. And this is certainly not a medical cure claim or anything like that. But the reality is that some level, this germanium had a direct impact on his blood circulation. And there's a lot of studies done on germanium. If you go Google germanium health benefits, there's now a lot of studies for about the last 30 years. They've been studying this. And so we decided to add the germanium to our hypoallergenic band. And of course, it's optional. You can take them on or take them off. But it has some incredible benefits, increasing the oxygen levels in the bloodstream, increasing circulation. And there's some tremendous benefits to germanium. So, you know, because we're a technology company, we sometimes stray from pseudoscience type stuff, but there's some tremendous science behind germanium, and we decided to include that in our device. January 1st of this year, Fox News, Fox Family and Friends, every major network, cable network around the world did a feature on the 5 top technology products that, in their words, would dominate 2017. And they featured the Hilo as one of those 5 products. And of course, that was a huge endorsement for our company, just for, you know, of course, you know, if it's in the news, it's real, right? But that definitely helped bump our credibility in the marketplace. You can see here that our device does a lot more than any other device. The price point's very reasonable at $320. Actually, the new device is $319. And you can see here that, there's devices out there now that range from $250 to $350 a device, and they don't have any of the features that we talked about, many of the features that we talked about tonight. So we have a very unique value proposition in the marketplace, and certainly we're positioned as well at a great price point. As I mentioned earlier, guys, and I think the next two slides are from a business perspective and from a healthcare perspective with those of you on the line tonight, I think are the biggest conversation pieces that we're going to have tonight. Again, we have a plan to get to $2 billion by 2020, and a major part of that plan. And I believe that this next slide is going to take us well beyond $2 billion. I believe just in North America alone, we're going to do $2 billion because of this next slide. We have invested over $30 million to acquire the patent and the technology to blood sugar monitoring, non-invasive blood sugar monitoring. Guys, I had a hard time even understanding that this could be possible, but it's proven. It's there. In fact, this technology exists even in the medical field for kids that aren't able to maybe prick their skin and that type of things. There's other alternatives, but typically it's a bulky device. It's very expensive. And what we've been able to do is take that technology, that type of technology, and put it into the wearable device. And we're launching this in the fourth quarter of 2017. Had an interesting thing happen. We did an event in Miami, and our CEO Fabio Galdi was there, and a gentleman flew into that event with, to come and be a part of it. And we were sitting down at breakfast. And lo and behold, this gentleman actually created, we had no idea, he was just a friend of a friend that came down because he wanted to talk about the marketing side of this, but he created a non-invasive blood glucose monitoring wearable device for NASA. And this gentleman did all of his research through Harvard, and it was incredible. And so the technology is out there. What we've been able to do is condense that technology into an actual wearable device on the wrist. His particular technology required the device to actually be worn behind the ears, and it could only get accurate measurements behind the ears. Interestingly enough, we have a deeper technology. What's really incredible is Apple just made an announcement a week ago that they are working on the same type of technology, a blood sugar monitoring feature that they will have in their wearable devices like the Apple Watch. What was amazing for us is that when they made that announcement, they said they're 2 to 3 years away from having that technology. Well, because of our CEO's relationships in the technology space, he's had his eyes on this technology for many years. Once this technology was proven and developed, he was able to come in and acquire it, and that's going to be huge. We'll be the first company to market with blood sugar monitoring. If just 1% of diabetics in North America buy this device, we become overnight a $2 billion company. That's why I believe that this feature is going to be a game changer for so many people's lives. Of course, Dr. Malavi, is a big believer and has taught us that part of weight loss, one of the number one roles of weight loss is your blood sugar levels. And this is a big issue in our world today. And so even folks that are on a health journey, that are wanting to lose weight or transform their health habits, to be able to actually see in real time what's happening in their body when they eat certain foods and see the spike in their blood sugar levels, this is going to be incredible. Combine that with the Helo App Store. We are the first and only wearable technology company to have an open API platform. What that means, I'll just give you an example. If somebody like a Dr. Malavi, who is involved with medical weight loss, wanted to get together with a team of developers and say, let's create an app designed for weight loss that can take the data of the Helo and put it into an app where, and time together, it's an open platform. We already have over 300 developers developing apps right now. There's an app being developed that will, it's already proven scientifically, it will help detect that your body's getting the flu 2 days before it gets the flu. Another app that will tell women when they're ovulating. Another app that will be a hydration app. It'll tell you when you need to drink more water. Another app that will measure your oxygen levels, and the list goes on and on. Fitness apps and social media apps, and there's no limit to this because now we've opened it up to the third-party developers around the world, and we're the only wearable technology device that has an actual app store and an API platform. By the way, all of these apps will be on your Android or your iPhone right from your traditional app store. So it's going to be a huge, huge value piece. Real quickly, guys, BioZen, this is simply a small adhesive that can go on the back of any electronic device. You can put it on your phones, your laptops, and if you go to cancer.gov, there's some incredible articles that talk about the effect of the electrosmog that comes off of our Bluetooth, off of our cell phones, and some amazing studies have been done on what happens to your blood, what happens to even the cellular structure of the water in your body when it's exposed to technology like phone calls and Bluetooth, and of course, you know, kids holding their iPads on their laps and things like that. So this is a scientifically proven shield that will help protect your body from electrosmog. So what I want to do right now is switch gears and talk to you a little bit about the business opportunity with our company. And this is a huge, huge thing. If you understand network marketing, you understand there's over 5,000 companies and there's tens of millions of distributors worldwide involved with different network marketing companies. Most of them are marketing nutrition or marketing skincare. And we came in with wearable technology and we are breaking records. You can see the highlighted names there. That's the North America, that's the US name. So only 4 names on that top list. This is 12 of the top 200 earners in all of network marketing around the world are from our company. You can see that my friends Nat and Chanita out of Thailand last month made $1.2 million. Chad and Natita Chong, $750,000 a month. This is dear friends of mine who I've known for many years. And you can see that there's some great money being made on the business side of what it is that we do. And I'm not going to go into a ton of detail because I don't want to bore you guys with the whole network marketing side of things. I'll just give a very, very quick run through of the compensation plan, because at the end of the day, I know that that's not what's most important to you tonight. What's most important is, does the product bring value to the marketplace? If we network this product, if we share it through our network of professionals, of entrepreneurs, of business people, of medical professionals, and we bring this product to the market, can we make an impact in people's lives and in their health? And is there a profit margin there for doing that? And the answer is absolutely yes. It is a network marketing model. Understand there's a lot of weird network marketing companies out there. We're really changing the model or creating a paradigm, a disruption, if you will, in the model. And we believe that we're doing things right. We have a binary compensation plan, which means that you only build 2 sales and marketing teams. Our model is very different than other companies. Here's why. In most network marketing opportunities, you have to pay to become a business owner, and people are investing money to start a business, and then there's commissions being earned off of people's startup costs. And our business model is the complete opposite. We allow every customer to have a free website, and if they choose to share the device, they can participate in our full compensation plan, and there's no cost to joining or starting our business. You simply become a customer and you buy the product. One of the reasons we're having viral growth is because of that model. People are using the product, they love it, they share the videos with their friends, they share the device with their friends, and as a result of that, we have a lot of referral marketing going on. And of course, what happens, because it is network marketing, is as those sales are growing and more people are purchasing the product in your organization, you're earning a percentage up to 20% is what you can earn on the sales in your organization. We've got some great bonus programs. We have a stock incentive program as well. We have a Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Rolls-Royce giveaway where they literally buy you the car, sign the title over to your name, and you own the car free and clear. There's some great programs. The VIP lifestyle trips are incredible. I got to take my daughter to Dubai in January, all expense paid trip. The next trip is to Maldives. We're going to Italy in September. I'm taking my daughter to Italy on a company paid trip. So some very exciting VIP lifestyle trips as well. And you get to be around some great big thinking people. Real simple to get started. You pick a product pack. You can get 1 device for $319. The family pack and the premium pack are definitely the way to go because you're saving some money, and obviously it gives you a jump start with some product. With the family pack, you purchase 4 devices. You get a 5th device for free. You get 1 box of the colored bands. With the premium pack, you purchase 5 devices. You get 6 devices for free. You also get 6 boxes of the colored bands. There's also some incentives in the compensation plan as far as you're able to have 3 business centers instead of 1 with the 2 bigger packs. You can also add the bios in on, and I got to tell you guys, I was surprised at how big this was in the marketplace when they launched this a couple months ago. I wasn't too sure, but it's been amazing to see how many people are very aware, very concerned about their kids' laptops and iPads and being on Bluetooth all day long. And that bios in has been a hot selling product. You can add the bios in as well and purchase that product. So step 1, you purchase the product. Step 2, if you want to qualify for team commissions, you simply sell 2. If you sell 2 of the family or premium packs, what a lot of people do is enroll a wife and a family member or a business, or maybe a kid, and 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Purchase the product pack. Gives you plenty of product for for you to run your business with, to share with people, etc. That promotes you to 20% commission. If you happen to enroll 2 people at the 10% at the small pack, the 1 device, you make 10% commissions until you reach 500 sales points on the left and 500 sales points on the right. So again, this just qualifies you. Once you do it 1 time, you're able to earn team commissions for life as your team is out selling and marketing and sharing this device. And then by helping 2 people on the left and 2 people on the right enroll 2 people, this is the only requirement to begin to participate in all of the other areas in our compensation plan. So it's real simple. Let's say you 10 people bought this device. You put 5 on your left and 5 on the right. Let's say 2 of those 10 people went out and sold 2 devices. Then you're completely qualified for all of the bonus money. You won't leave any money on the table. This is an important slide. I think just to show you the capacity here of what is really possible through viral sharing. And then we're real close to the end of the webinar. We're going to throw this back to Dr. Malavi tonight. But let's just say in week 1, you shared the 2-minute video with a couple of friends. They go, I love it. I want to buy this. That's all we're doing, by the way. We're sharing a video. We have a 2-minute video that explains the product. People are sharing it with their friends through a text message, social media. People are watching the video. If they have any entrepreneurial mind at all, they get excited about this. And if they're health conscious at all, or they have family members that they're concerned about, they get very excited about the product. So let's say in week 1, you enrolled 2 people and you never enrolled anybody else except 2 people. In week 2, those 2 shared the video and enrolled 2 people. Now you'd have 4. Week 3, those 4 enrolled 2 people. Now you'd have 8, and so on. At the end of 12 weeks, let me show you what would happen in your commission structure. If everyone just bought the $319 pack, you would have earned over $122,000 in upfront money over the next 12 weeks. If everyone bought the family pack, which is our most popular package, you would have earned over $400,000 in upfront income. And if everyone bought the premium pack, you would have earned over $655,000 in upfront money. Now, as exciting as the upfront income is, and certainly there's a lot of money to be made as this thing goes viral all over the world, what really got me excited was the residual component that we built into this. What we realize is that when people find a brand that they love, when they find a technology company they believe in that's innovative, they look forward to new products coming out. And so what we did is we actually created a loyalty membership that rewards people for being future customers with new products that we roll out. Because we know that if we can build a loyal customer base, people who are waiting for the next breakthrough, the next idea, the next launch, and we can create a lifetime of residual income as a result of that. We have a $59 a month loyalty plan. I'll show you the benefits of that on the next slide. But if everyone in this example got the $59 loyalty membership, your residual income would be $24,570 a month, pure residual income, just based on that $59 a month loyalty plan. So let's talk real quick about the loyalty plan. Some of these details won't matter, but you're going to see why 95% of people sign up for the loyalty membership. If you have 1 customer on the loyalty plan, you're considered what we call active. You're qualified for life for commissions. You get the pro version of the app for 5 devices. So if you buy a family pack with 5 devices, you activate the loyalty membership. You get the pro version of the app, which simply allows you to add additional emergency contacts. It allows you to have the life log that we talked about earlier, a lifetime record of all of that bio data that only you have access to. You can share it with whoever you'd like. That's included for 5 devices. You get cloud storage plus some online tools, but here's where it really starts to get good. Of course, you get a protection plan for the Hilo. We do have a new smartphone that launches in 4 weeks. It's going to be an Android smartphone. It's going to be unbelievable, but we'll talk about that another time. But take a look at this right here. This is why almost everybody gets the loyalty plan. We give you $75 back. For $59 a month, we give our customers $75 back in spendable money. That means that as the next product comes out, they can use their loyalty points. It's 130% return on their dollar, and they can use those points to purchase any products that they want. For example, if you were a loyalty member for 1 year, you could get a free Hilo and a free smartphone every single year for life. Now, you can use those points to buy and spend on anything you want that we have in our back office, but this is an example of what you could do with those points. For those that are building the business, you also get an additional 1%. They take 1% of the volume of your team sales. They put it into what's called the money box. It's like a savings account. At the end of the year, you get a bonus for that 1%. Total value of the loyalty plan is over $1,400 plus whatever that 1% commission is for each person. Total investment for the year is only $708. So again, there's a lot of value there. Of course, every time somebody on your team is a loyalty member, there's points that goes in a compensation plan that you earn residual commissions on. And anytime somebody enrolls somebody in the loyalty plan, they get a $6 a month fast start bonus as well. Believe it or not, this $59 loyalty membership is what's driving the incredible residual income that we're all experiencing. I know $59 a month doesn't sound like much, but when you multiply that by thousands and thousands of product users, it becomes a very substantial number for your residual income. We also have check matching bonuses. As you build a team and folks are earning income, they're earning checks, you're able to earn a bonus. I'll give you a quick example of this. My friend Rodrigo is the one who introduced me to this. Rodrigo lives in Mexico. Rodrigo, within weeks of us joining the business together, Rodrigo got very sick, something with his liver, ended up in the hospital. Within a month of getting out of the hospital, he was in a car accident, back in the hospital again. And here's what's amazing, because he shared this with me. He enrolled me. I was on his first level. And because I'm on his first level, I signed up through him directly. Whatever I earn each week, he earns 10% check match. Well, my biggest week so far in this business has been $73,000 in commissions. That week, my friend Rodrigo earned $7,300. He's earning well over $10,000 a month right now because he introduced this to me. Now, the reason I'm sharing that with you is, who do you know that could really build a big marketing business? Who do you know that maybe somebody like me, who I've never made big money. I wasn't a successful business person. I always knew that I would be. I always knew that I was willing to learn. I was willing to grow. I was willing to be teachable. I was willing to work hard, and I was willing to develop my leadership skills. But I never had that financial breakthrough until this opportunity came into my life. And I was able to take this business and go out and transform my life and my family's life financially. Who do you know that loves marketing, that loves business, that loves entrepreneurialism? Who do you know that could do very well in this business? Maybe they're not even in the medical profession, but they're business minded. Well, can you imagine if you had 5 or 10 go-getters that went out and really lit this thing on fire, and you could earn a 10% check match on everything they made? And it's not just what they make, but it goes all the way down 10 levels in your organization. Dr. Malavi mentioned earlier about timing, that he believes that this is like being on the front end of Apple, and I believe that because Apple, the iPhone's defining moment was the App Store. And I believe because we innovated the first App Store, open API app platform for wearable technology, I believe that we're going to come in and take over the marketplace, because there's no limit now to what we can do. Because we're a binary, we only build 2 teams. So by making a decision to enroll tonight, buying a pack tonight, getting started tonight, you get to be at the top of this team. I can tell you that Ken and Tara, who hosted this call tonight, Dr. Malavi and his connections around the world, Ryan and Lydia Ebling, who aren't on the webinar video tonight, but they're watching tonight, are building big. Thousands and thousands of people around the world will join their teams in the next few months. And by taking a position early, you get to be at the very top of one of their 2 teams, which means you benefit from the people they enroll from this day forward. Obviously, if you wait to join, then when you get started, you'll be at the bottom of that team instead of at the top. This is the last slide of the night, guys, but it's really my favorite because this is literally all we've done. Get enrolled, pick the pack that you want, send out the videos. We have a custom website that you can get. If you go to helo.life, click on Get My Own Site, you get your own personalized website that captures the leads. Send out the videos. You know, you can call a friend and say, man, you got to watch this 2-minute video. I found something big. They watch the video, and many of them get excited. And then we follow up. And the follow-up is we've got several webinars a day that we do all around the world. And we have a website where they can register for a webinar. And they get their questions answered. And then we turn around and help get them enrolled and started the right way. It's that simple. Share the 2-minute videos. And it literally is that simple. That's what we've done to create viral growth. I've personally sold this device to only 62 people. That's a fairly small number compared to, you know, what I've done in other companies. 62 people in the last 6 months. That has turned into a team of well over 10,000 people in well over 20 plus countries now all around the world who are sharing and marketing the Helo on a daily basis. And we're watching exponential growth take place. And literally, guys, all we're doing is sharing the videos. The videos do the explaining. And then if they want more detailed information, they can simply get on a webinar. So I'm going to pull my screen share off now. And Dr. Malavi, I'll throw it back to you. I'm going to unmute you here. And you can take it away, close us out tonight. And it's been an honor to be a part of this with you guys tonight.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. That was good. I just want to add one more feature that I think is very important that Jeremy didn't mention because there's so many features for this machine, is for this equipment, is that actually if you have a kid who is 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, who's out drinking at night and gets into trouble, they can press a button, a panic button, and they can tell you, I'm in trouble, Dad or Mom, come get me, and it gives you the GPS location. So besides being able to monitoring your parents, you can also monitor your kids. And that's, I got a family pack because I got a daughter who's 20, I got a son who's 22 now, and I'm going to get them and they're going to wear them and call me if they need me. I think the technology is unique. I think the technology is absolutely incredible. And I think that if you get in early and you only are able to get this on 2 or 3% of your patients who need it, it's going to go viral in your practice literally like crazy. You need to know this vital data about your patients. Your patients are spending money buying iPhones and iWatches and all that stuff anyways. They might as well get a device that has all these added features in them and gives them the time. And on top of that, they can potentially build a business. So, and I'm not even talking about the future, because I think the future for this device is even greater. Like I said, as this technology emerges, and we're really the infancy, we're really at the embryo stage of this technology. Over the next 10 years, as more money is pumped into this technology, more sensors are going to come. We're going to be able to measure, for example, oxidation level, because the technology is there. For example, if you look at some of the supplement companies, they already have devices to measure oxidation levels through the skin. So if you're able to do that on this device, your patient can know whether they've had a very toxic day, a less toxic day, and so on and so forth. We're creating 2 apps for Slate Medical Labs and for Smart for Life, for example. And I bet you that we will probably be able to sell close to 100,000 devices in the next year just through email marketing and letting patients know that they have access to all this data. So I think that if you're a physician and you don't get into this business now, you're making a grave mistake. And for the entry fee, which is really peanuts, 1 device or 5 devices, you know, $2,000 to get all this equipment to be able to monitor your family, your loved ones, and on top of that, you get a business. It really is a no-brainer to me. So I think that if you have any questions, you can ask them now, or you can email me, you can contact Jeremy. I think the device is sound. I think we're right there, and I think that it is at the cutting edge of this technology. It's not at the bleeding edge. And I know that since I've signed up, I myself have signed up about 25 people. I can tell you about Jeremy because he was being modest. He started in September. Jeremy, for the last 2 months, has made $100,000 a month or a week. Is it a month or a week?
It's a month. It's a month. Last 30 days, doctor, we did 140,000 in the last 30 days.
Right, and the month before that you did 100,000, right?
Yeah, 115,000 the month before that. Yes, sir.
And the month before that you did 100,000 as well, right?
102,000. Yes, sir.
Right. So Jeremy was driving an Uber 7 months ago, and I can tell you personally that I watched Jeremy grow his business on Facebook. So I know from firsthand, Jeremy coming to Miami, Jeremy going to Dubai, and Jeremy was sending me these links and emails, and I didn't look at them like an idiot until Ken and Ryan literally came to my office, grabbed me by the head, slapped me across the face, and said, "Sass, you have to get into this." And once I watched the 2-minute video, I signed up on the spot because I think the technology is amazing.
I love it, Doc. I love it. Well, excited to work with you guys. And just like Dr. Sass said, if you see the value here, I'm sure everybody does, just get back with whoever invited you to the webinar tonight and just shoot them a text and say, all right, I'm in. Where do I go? They'll shoot you a quick link or get your information from you over the phone, and we'll get you enrolled in the system. So excited to be working with you guys. And we've got another webinar coming up for Ryan and Lydia here in about 30 minutes too. So we're gonna keep the momentum rolling tonight.
Good. And Jeremy, Dr. Azza is signing up. She said, just because you're so good looking.
I love it. I love it. Well, good. Well,
and I just
I'm
want Dr.
flattered. I'm starting to blush on.
I'm
I'm starting to blush on the webinar.
Right. Dr. Azza just watched the thing for the first time. I just wanted to say 2 words. Go ahead, Dr. Azza.
I actually am impressed with the technology, and as I was telling Sass, that also because a lot of the glucose monitors that are already on the market, none of them are accurate, and same thing with the blood pressure and EKGs. So I think this is quite impressive, and it's a big break in as far as medical technology is concerned, because you definitely want something that's accurate and reliable as opposed to something that's not.
Love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. And get back with the person who invited you here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll get those questions answered as quickly as possible. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.